Kia ora. We're about to review these brand new Rhinoceros XN18 Pro mini excavators. Just arrived, unloaded out of the box today, and for sale here in Rarotonga at Timberland. And yeah, these are the 2025 brand new models. So let's go and see what upgrades they've made and what improvements and what features they have. And here we go. Yeah. Rhino XN18 Pro, about 1.9 tons operating weight. And yeah, let's go and take a look. Significant improvements made from the previous model, which is the other version that I own. I have a late 2023 model, and yeah, the improvements are considerable. Let's go check it out. First major improvement here, these rear vision mirrors, super handy. See behind you, you know, safety. Don't have to be turning around all the time. That's awesome. It's got this safety grille, which is standard feature on Rhino Pro models, which is awesome. Gives you a level of protection if anything falls this way. It protects you, nice and sturdy. Got the ROPS cab, super strong. That's not going anywhere. Got the two pedals with the safety lock. This one actually controls the thumb and auxiliary function for the tilt or the auger if you're running something like that. And that side is the swing boom, which is another feature. Nice mat on here, keep everything nice and tidy. Lots of access. There's a charging port. What we got in here? Got USB standard and Type-C. Here's your light switch. Now, improvement here on the safety lock. This is much more visible and much longer. So you know, when this is down, you know, you can clearly see that this is the safety feature, right? Tucked away, everything locked and off, and then down, ready to operate, and prevents access in and out. So you notice, you bump your knee on this and realize, oh, something's here. Safety. Another major improvement, the seat. Look at this curve in the seat. Awesome. This is like a $500 upgrade, almost like a bucket operator seat. It's great. Mine doesn't have that. I want one of those. Tracks, slightly different pattern. I think this is a much better grip and stability. We'll go and see. Also looks slightly wider. Looks like a I'd say about 9-inch track. But yeah, aggressive treads. Decent sized sprockets, 1, 2, 3 in the big one, so keeps your tracks on the rollers. Here they are. And then the grease, its tensioner is from a grease fitting, and that's in here. Access to the battery in here. There's all sorts of easy access places in this. Awesome. Here's your controls for your travel motors. Left track, right track. Coming around here, it's an improvement on the storage box, and I find these really handy. You can have like a notepad, for example, or you know, if you're running jobs and hours, keep track of them in here. But what I do, I keep the standard tools that I use all the time, keep them here handy, so I don't have to go search a toolbox every time I need them. Rhinoceros, beauty machine. Same configuration, beautiful. Not change any of that. It's a battery, kill switch, air filter, water separator, other filter, and you can see just behind there, Kubota B902. Kubota, beautiful. Don't change any of that. Plenty of power, plenty of grunt. Perfect. On this machine we have an extra lever, so we have the blade controls up and down, and this one is the hydraulic quick hitch. Here's your throttle, here's your other lever, control, dashboard, keys, of course lockable in here, also for your fuel and hydraulic fluid, all lockable in here. And here's your hydraulic fluid indicator, and need to put a little bit more in here. We'll top that up in a minute. So tracks, undercarriage, nice and tidy. You go, here's the drive motors, all nicely sealed, and it has the auto braking system, so you're fine for traveling up hills and down hills. Great safety feature. Now, major improvement on this model, that the boom hydraulic ram is now on the back. On my machine it's in the front, and what used to happen is that because of the extra depth in the quick hitch, the bucket, when you curl it, or if you got something in it, always tends to whack here, and when you've got the ram here, that's a bit of a worry. So yeah, shifted on this brand new 2025 model, the ram is no longer in the front, it's moved to the back, and I think that is a great improvement. I have read that the physics of the machine does change slightly. When you have the ram mounted at the rear, you get more pushing, so more penetrative force downwards, because the physics pushes downwards. So if you're digging, you get more punch and more pull. However, if it was mounted in the front, you then get slightly better lift because of where it's mounted. I thought about that for a bit, and I realized that 90% of the time I'm digging on this, not lifting, so this is preferable, and also so I don't bash it anymore. But yeah, awesome improvement, love that. Bash plate, extra support. Here is the swing boom, so this entire boom can pivot here, not just on the whole cab. Very handy for tight corners. All the grease, look how tidy all the hydraulic lines are, tucked away inside, running inside here. Awesome. All the way up here, inside there, and coming out. Fantastic. All protected. Bash plate on the top. Rhino, super high quality steel. Look how thick that is. Jeepers. Another major improvement is our valves. They have beefed up this thumb massively. Look how thick that is. Supported. That is not bending or twisting or anything. And I've lifted some bloody heavy rocks on my machine. This thing pinches and grabs them easily. So I've done a 400 kilo rock easy. Well, not easy, but it did it quite well. Had to curl it close. Got it done. Major improvement. Hydraulic quick hitch. These lines here. So no more climbing in and out of the cab to change buckets. Click that lever. Boom. Unhitches here. Drop that bucket. Move it. Pick up another one. Click that lever. Locks it in. good to go. Awesome. Probably gonna get some quick connects installed here and on my tilt bucket and auger, just to make sure that's a little bit easier. But otherwise, this is still fine. You just unscrew that, screw on the next one. Still works. You change the you change this whichever way to divert the flow between the thumb. Currently it's set to the thumb, and if you change it over, it would divert to the auxiliary, whatever we have in here, whether it's a tilt bucket or an auger or whatever other auxiliary part you're running. Super high quality steel, amazing quality paint finish. Very, very happy. Bigger bucket on this model, and this also comes with 2 sizes of leveling bucket as well, and a tilt bucket. Replaceable standard teeth. Awesome. Look at the size of that thumb. That's a massive improvement. The blade on this model machine, this is the static chassis tracks. So this is a fixed width. It does not have the retractable and expandable feature. So it's just one size of set on the blade, but super strong. Look at the supports here. That's all solid steel. Hydraulics braced all the way back to the chassis. Super strong. That is very thick steel. Awesome. Some serious bulldozing with that. All in all, this is, in my opinion, the perfect size DIY machine. It's got the right size engine and pumps to run a decent size flow for auxiliary machinery, for running augers, for tilts, and you can do multiple movements and motions, traveling while moving your arm and your stick and your boom and everything at the same time. It's got plenty of flow and plenty of grunt, plenty of power. Digs like a demon, trenching holes, rocks, trees, bulldozing, landscaping, just about anything you want to do, this will do it, as long as you got the time to get it done. Rhino, quality machine. Let's go. 2025 model. Beauty. Kubota powered. Absolute little work beast. I'll put some hours on this very soon.